business talk, they talk to us of Nigeria. We are on our program just a chat with one of the people that make things happen and make news happen in society. Introduce yourself.
I'm Engineer Ajiboye Oluwagbenga, the Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider, Transmission Company of Nigeria.
In just a chat with a kind of a profile program. Tell us about yourself.
I'm a staff of the Transmission Company of Nigeria. I grew through the rank. I joined the organization some 30 years ago. I started as a pupil officer, worked in so many places before coming to Abuja as a GM Transmission Service, coordinating the activities of all the technical general manager in the field. By providence, I was appointed March 2024 as the Executive Director Transmission Service Provider of Transmission Company of Nigeria. I was born in the southern part of Kwara State, Jeba in particular,
Okay.
to a peasant man, Chief Michael Ajiboye of the blessed memory.
Okay.
Before he relocated to Ado-Ekiti when I was at the age of 5, where I started my primary school, local authority primary school, Okesha, Ado-Ekiti.
Okay.
I eventually went to Shane School, to the missionary school, St. Louis Catholic Church, Ado-Ekiti. After that, I now went to Efanlaye, where I started my secondary school. I spent a year there before coming back to Ado-Ekiti, that is Mary Immaculate Grammar School, Ado-Ekiti. From there, I went to the Federal School of Art and Science, Odo, and returned to Ado-Ekiti to do my national diploma. I went to Bida again. I now went to FUTA to have my PhD.
What is FUTA?
Federal University of Technology, Akure,
Okay.
where I now did.
All of them in southwest.
Yeah,
Nigeria.
but I was also in the north. I went to Bida, Federal Polytechnic Bida.
Okay.
Also. So after that, I did my MBA also in the Federal University of Technology, Akure. I proceeded again and attended National Open University, where I had MSc in Information Technology.
Okay.
I still went further. I went to the Bells University,
Okay.
where I did another PhD and did my master's in electrical engineering.
Okay.
Presently, I'm doing my PhD in the same school. Hopefully, in the next few months, I will complete it.
Agenda of Mr. President that we are enjoying now. Is there any way you can mention that it has actually affected you people positively?
Yeah, you know the government, I normally tell people, they cannot do everything at a go. He has already put investment. If you see the FG Power, it's a multi-purpose vehicle targeting infrastructure. The pilot phase is gone. We have deployed a 10 power transformer and we have deployed 10 substation.
Okay.
Of the minimum of 66 MVA. So the meaning is that the government are invested in providing more transformation capacity in Transmission Company of Nigeria.
Okay.
That is the only time, not the only time. That is the first phase. The second phase has been signed. The investment is used to construct lines that the TCN have not been able to earn money to construct. Now they are going to reinforcement. They want to make sure the DISCO take part of this investment and start paying back, because also they need investment. So the government is at that stage. And recently, when they knew, it is true for the past government, TCN has been left without being funding from the budgetary allocation. The government tried to give something, and they give some money also through the Federal Ministry of Power to be able to handle some of the projects that are ongoing. So these are the efforts they have been making. And government has been treating some of the proposals sent to them. They are looking for money. You know, the subsidy is huge.
Yes, it is.
By the end of this year, at this trajectory, we are going to reach 6 trillion. We are about 4.7 trillion now.
Oh,
it's so enormous, it's so big.
So big.
That is why we keep on clamoring. If you want to look at electricity industry and market, we have to have what we call cost reflective tariff.
What's the meaning?
The meaning is this: pay for the energy you are using.
Okay.
Not that somebody is going to subsidize it somewhere. The government can do targeted subsidy. What I mean is that, okay, when you look at some community, You now say, okay, this is Abuja franchise area. We know it's poor people that live around this place. They are shanty.
Okay.
They target, this is where we pay subsidy for. They identify, map it them out. Instead of collecting maybe 260 naira per kilowatt hour, you just give those one what we are giving now, maybe 56, 46. The government paid those balance. You don't need to pay subsidy for somebody living in Maitama. I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
Because the subsidy, why will you be subsidizing everybody when you don't have the money? If you have, it's a different thing. If the money is there, you are paying regularly, no problem with it. But if you have gotten to the state that we are owing this much and you cannot continue to fund it every week, over 200 billion naira, why don't you try to remove it and structure a targeted subsidy to the low-earning people, the people that cannot pay much?
All right. Some Nigerians are arguing that the privatization that took place in power sector, it shouldn't have come up. But you, as an experienced person who has enjoyed the other part and now at TCN level, is it true?
I can't say true or false. The policies were conceived, but the execution was faulty.
Okay. That's all. That's all you have. It's all right. Now let's go to your personal life. You're married, and let's know about your children and your wife.
I'm married to a beautiful woman. Her name is Dorothy. She's from Edo. And Udi. Obinagu.
So you are married.
And we were never discouraged. We keep on working until we're able to save. Even in our own climb now, you see somebody that comes, everything is about fund, money, struggling to have everything that I already have.
Okay.
Comparing yourself to people that have worked for 20 years, it doesn't work. You have to groom yourself, understand the principle of the work, learn through the rudiments so that you can be a problem solver. And you will be required. People will now be calling you to come. When we started, so many of us left. Why? Our pay was small.
Okay.
And we had other offer because we were well trained.
All right.
And they left for other companies. And they are big. Some have retired. I still spoke with some of my friends. They are retired now. And they are big men. But they received the training properly. Okay. Understand the technique of this work. They were able to move to that company. And they did well.
A friend you've met that, look, this particular friend who've left a lot of good marks in your life.
They are my bosses.
Your bosses?
The people that I started with, they are very wonderful. One of them is my mentor, is late. His name was Engr Oluwagbenga.
Okay.
He taught me a lot in life. Not to, just to be calm about life, be steady and working.
Okay.
Another one that really affected my life is Engr Adetola. They are my boss. I can remember Engr Adewomi. He's also my boss. These people grounded me. They were calming me down. Don't look at the people that are avoiding job. Concentrate on this job. When you learn the job, people will be calling you. They will say, anywhere you are, they say, no, it's only one that can do it. Go and call him, you will get solution to the problem, and that is what happened. When it started paying up, I nearly cried. I said, these people told me the truth too. I will love to always be with these people. Unfortunately, one of them is dead. The one I started with. May his soul rest in peace.
Give Nigeria the best attention and policies to have steady light. What's your take to that? What do you think the best policies you would like government to actually... We are concluding this discussion. Okay. We would have liked the government to put in place to give Nigeria steady water supply, both from the people and from the government. That you are the middle to coordinate the two.
The first major one, the reinvestment in the distribution sector.
Reinvestment in the distribution sector.
Yeah. The follow-up to the KPI of the discourse.
Yes.
I will tell you, we need a lot of investment. The government should look for a way to fill the gap. The second one that I look at critically, why people most of the time don't respond also for payment. You know, when you said a product to me and we cannot measure it, there will be disputes. in payment.
Okay.
The metering gap is much. It's over 7 million. The government should look at a way to close this gap. Let every consumer be metered. Either through a policy to force Disco to do it, or the government intervene as they have been doing now, the intervention they are providing in metering provision.
Okay.
By that, I can switch off my light and consume only 1 kilowatt of power instead of leaving the light on, because I will buy the unit. So by that, I will see my meter. I will be able to monitor the energy I'm using. No, this one is getting too much. My salary cannot carry. I off all the light. So by so doing, you will see the transparency in the market will be okay. That you, consumer, will be satisfied that they are not cheating me by this billing. And the investment in the distribution will come. By the time we're able to harness that, and the generation are up now. We have up to 14,000 megawatt. While the TCN can only weigh about close to 9,000. They are 8,700. We still need more investment. And I will tell you the reason is this. The area the Disco wants light is not where we have the investment most of the time. Because we have in some area that people there are not paying money. Okay. The Disco will tell you, no, I can't take power there. They will not pay. But if everybody is metered, and we can monitor it, enforce it, and there should be a law. If you are caught for energy cheating, you should be dealt with severely.
Okay.
So government need to enact all those laws so that not only that we put the meter, you bypass it. So that everybody can be transparent, we have to be disciplined. And another major one we are facing now is vandalization. Government invest, distribution invest, transmission invest. People will go there and vandalize, either for political reason or peculiar reason, just economic gain. Government should strengthen the law guiding all this, so that if you are caught for vandalism, it's not just an act of theft. They should charge you for sabotaging, and you should pay heavily for it. With all this policy in place, you will see the orientation of every Nigerian will change, and they will know you cannot do nonsense and go scot-free. You will need to pay for your action or inaction. So, on the part of the producer of the electricity, we need to do all those things. On the part of the consumer, they need to do their bit. You see, it's a power value chain. You cannot do it alone. No matter how good the transmission is, let me tell you. If the generation cannot generate, we cannot carry anything. If generation is very good, the transmission is very good, distribution aspect is not good, the power will not get to the consumer. Even if the Disco aspect is very good and sound, and they cannot collect their money from the consumer, you see, it's a shame. They will not see money to pay the market. We will not be able to pay salary. We will not be able to invest in expansion and maintenance. So also it will affect the generation. They will not be able to pay for gas.
Thank you, sir. Your name again?
Engr Ajiboye Oluwagbenga Emmanuel.
It's good talking to you. I believe that I'm going to invite you for more explanations, and as politics go, you make more news, we'll tell the public. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.